5.2 seconds, all your stereotypes about hybrids will be obliterated. The GS 450 Hybrid from Lexus.
The New York Stock Exchange began more than 200 years ago. The legend is that a bunch of business people started trading various commodities, whether it was cloth or other things. They started trading under a buttonwood tree right in this general vicinity. 200 some years later, it's still the basic concept. You're still trying to buy low and sell high. And here we are in the bowels of the New York Stock Exchange, which sometimes is the quickest way to get to the trading floor. If you're in a hurry and you've got to make the opening bell, do an interview, get some information real quick, sometimes it's just best to come down the stairs.
This is a pretty old building.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's over a century old, and it's actually a few buildings. The trading floor is one of the most difficult gets, in terms of access. You think the velvet rope was restricted. I mean, trying to get on the New York Stock Exchange trading floor. And you see why. I mean, first of all, there's a lot of activity here. This is not just for show. This is a place of actual trading. So, we'll show you, this is a place, for instance, now, just to give you a vantage point. There's a fixed camera right over there, and when we report from the trading floor, that tiny little camera is who we're talking to. And, it demands an incredible amount of concentration because this is a very busy place. There's a lot going on, and you're trying to just make contact with that little camera, and it's sort of like trying to recite poetry in the middle of a football game. You have to sort of keep your facts and figures straight. So this is a very recognizable image here. This is where the opening bell and the closing bell take place at the New York Stock Exchange. And 9:30 sharp every day, and sometimes there have been some celebrities, I won't name names, they're used to having the curtain, postponed, the party doesn't begin. There have been a few A-list celebrities who made the fatal mistake of thinking that trading was going to be halted or not begin until they arrived. And no, it doesn't work that way. The NYSE rings the opening bell at 9:30 sharp every day. It doesn't wait. So you've seen the trading floor, which is sort of a beehive of activity, and now you'll see the very spacious CNN office that's just one floor above it. And this is it. This is it. It's barely big enough to hold 2 chairs, 1 camera, a bunch of lights, and 2 people. This is Lauren Simonetti, my producer. She's the brains of the operation. Okay, so it's all heavy, 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 heavy. Maybe we should just do something, instead of Williams-Sonoma, just go out with Google. This is reporting that Google will announce this morning that it plans to build an office and research center there that will have up to 1,000 employees. We have a heavy, tight schedule here, but there are always things that take us by surprise. It's sort of an awesome responsibility to try to tell it succinctly, extemporaneously, what's happening and how Wall Street reacts to these kind of decisions, which can be a knee-jerk reaction, a very dramatic reaction, or a sluggish reaction. It's a very fluid picture here, and it's a very exciting place to work too.
Zero to 60 in 5.2 seconds. The time it takes to rewrite the definition of hybrid performance. electric motor engages, a V6 engine kicks in seamlessly, and all your stereotypes about hybrids are obliterated. With 70% fewer emissions, the GS450H gives more to the driver, takes less from the world.